Hi everyone, hope you're well. Bernard here. We've got a little thing on Mr. Pep there. What we're going to do, we're not going to do a pop quiz today. As we call it, it's called a Pep quiz, not a pop quiz. There you are. If you're familiar with my things, I do little film quizzes as well on my other film blogs, etc. So this is, and I have done a city quiz or two as well on cities and past and cities and present. So please seek those out if you've not quite done those quizzes. But we're going to have a little bit of fun today with the Pep quiz. Please, if you're new to the channel, push the old subscribe button, push the bell notifications when all these little fun things are coming out. All of my cities and past and cities and present vlogs are coming out. Thumbs up's always great, fantastic. Anyway, this Pep quiz, 25 quid. How well do you know our Pep? I mean, I did the research for this, obviously, but I didn't know. I was pretty pathetic, man. I sort of looked at the questions and tried to answer as though I hadn't researched the answers, and I got a pretty pathetic score. But I'll let you know that later on when we run through the questions. The answers and the questions. 25 questions with 41 points up for grabs. There's some half points available if you get close to dates, etc. Certain, but I'll tell you that as we're going through. So you've got to be asked, obviously, all things Pep related and Manchester City related. So there's maybe a bit of other clubs as well, but it's mainly Pep and City we're interested in today. And the interesting when I'm researching through this, I mean, that was great to find these sort of things. Obviously, that was August 2016. King of the Kickbacks welcoming Pep to City, etc. But it is interesting how much I don't know, to be honest. You know, and I mean, I support my football team, but there's a lot about Pep I didn't know. So it's quite interesting. Be interested to see what you get and what you know about Pep anyway with this quiz. The questions, what I'll do, I'll give a little gap at the end, so you can either play the game in the length of time I'm doing it. I'm asking the questions, so I'll give you a little bit of time to answer, or you can just pause this, and take your time to answer the questions if you're struggling to find. But it's no good going Googling, is it? It's just a bit of fun, just a bit of top of your head, see what points you get, if you can beat me, which won't be a hard task. I'll warn you now. Anyway, let's do this little Pep quiz. 25 questions. And we'll start with number one. The first one, dead simple. How old is Pep? And I'll give you half a point if you get a year either way of his age. So how old is Pep? Looks okay for his age, I think. All right, question 2. Competitive games. Which was Pep's first competitive game with City? And all I want to know on that is who did we play and what score was it? I don't necessarily need to know whether it's home or away or what the date was. Pep's first competitive game, not a friendly game, for Manchester City. Who was it? Who did we play against? And what was the score? 2 points up for grabs on that one. Question 3. Now, this is major trophies. How many major trophies? This should be easy, shouldn't it? Has Pep won with City? I'm not talking, I'm not talking Community Shields. I'm talking the major English and European trophies. Unfortunately, it's only English at the moment, isn't it? How many has he won as at the 20th of March 2020? Let's say that date. Question 4, an ongoing one for that. It's only a point again, so obviously this is an interesting one. Put them in order. So how many has he won? Now you put those, however many they are, in the order they have won. So such and such a cup, such and such a cup, So please, it's hard for me to do this, not to give you the answer. I'll give you the answer then. So in what order? Only 1 point up for grabs. So if you're slightly out, tough. How tall? Question 5. How tall is Pep? To the nearest inch. Let's talk in old money. We'll talk inches, not centimetres. How tall is he in inches? I'll give you half a point if you're an inch out either way. How tall is Pep? Question 6. As at March 2020, which player has played the most times for Pep and City? So which player has he featured the most? And for an extra point, this is for 2 points, how many times? If you're within 5 of this, I'll give you half a point as well. So I need the player who's played the most for Pep whilst he's been at City. And how many times has he played on? And I'll give you half a point if you're a 5 either way. That's question 6. Interesting one. Question 7. After Barcelona, where did Pep spend most, or if not all, of his sabbatical year? He had a year off. Where did he go? What? I just want the name of the city. Country's no good, just the name of the city. Where did he spend most of his sabbatical year after finishing at Barcelona? Question 8. What top-level sides has Pep managed? I mean, just the top-level sides. I'm not interested in any reserve teams he may have done. So which top-level sides, and from what year did he take over? So there's a few points up for grabs here. So name the sides. Don't matter which order you put them in. Name the sides he's managed and which year. Obviously, you should get as obviously, shouldn't you? So which top sides and what year did he take over management? Question 9. Pep's first derby was in September 2016. Who was the United manager and what was the score? So 2 points up for grabs. His first derby, September 2016. Again, not where it is, just the score and who was United's manager. Question 10. How many times has Pep managed City at Wembley? I have to have a think about this one. You may have to pause this one if you try to do it to time. I'm not going to spend too long waiting. How many times has Pep managed City at Wembley Stadium? Have a think. Question 11. What position did Pep play as a player? What was his basic position? What was his best known position? I'll just give you a clue. It's actually 2 words rather than one. I'm not going to give you a point if you only get half of it. It's actually 2 words, his position. Question 12. We all know Pep got off to a great start, didn't he, with City? But who inflicted City's first defeat and what score was it? So again, which team beat City and by what score? In his first season when he got off to a great start. True or false question, question 13. Question 13, the arrival of Pep also coincided with a new badge for City. Was that true or false? A new City badge. Question 14. In Pep's first season with City, he finished without a major trophy. True or false again? Was this the first time it had happened in his career? So in Pep's first season, obviously, if you think about the other team he managed, major teams he's managed, he finished without a major trophy. Was this the first time in his career that had happened? True or false? Question 15. Who officially was Pep's first signing for City? And approximately how much? I'll give you half a point within a couple of million either euros. We're talking euros either way. So who officially was Pep's first signing and how much? Pep. Question 16. Pep played for Spain. He has played for Catalonia in friendly matches, which he's allowed to do. But he's obviously played for Spain. But how many appearances did he make? So I'll give you half a point within a couple of either way. How many appearances for Spain did Pep make? And how many goals did he score? And I'll give you half a point for one either way if you're out by one either way. So how many appearances for Spain and how many goals did he score for Spain? Question 17. Who is Pep's footballing idol? I should get that one. Even I got that one. I'm useless. Question 18. Went to a Champions League game that we very disappointing game. What was significant for Pep in the second leg of the game against Monaco in the Champions League when City played Monaco? What was the significance for Pep in that game? Have a think about that one. I'm looking for one particular major significant thing for Pep in that game. Second leg game against Monaco. We all know how that ended up. Question 19. This should be an easy one. What position did City finish in Pep's first season? So where did we finish in the league? What position? They're easy when you know the answers, aren't they? That's perhaps so easy when you don't. Question 20. True or false? Pep has a degree in psychology. True or false? Pep has a degree in psychology. Question 21. How long has Pep been married to Christina Serra, his wife? How long have they been married? I'll give you half a point, 1 year either way. How many years? As at, obviously, March 2020. So if you're watching this a couple of years in the future, if I'm still around or whatever, hello. How many years has he been married to his wife? Question 22. During the 2019 Community Shield match with Liverpool, Pep got quite a unique, unwanted honour. What was it? Again, this is quite specific. I mean, there may have been other things, but I'm looking for one particular thing in the 2019 Community Shield that happened to Pep that was quite unique, and he was actually the first one to ever get it, this honour. Even got an honour. '23, nearly there. What job does Pep's younger brother, I think it's Perry he's called, have? Again, this is March 2020 as it now. These are all as it now. So what job does Pep's younger brother got? Perry, what job does he do? The penultimate question. Pep has 3 children. Can you name them? 3 children. Do you know the names? I had no idea whatsoever. I do now. Didn't before. And the last question. This is an interesting one. Up 4 points up for grabs here. You can tell me all 4 parts. Who knocked, and again going back to his first season with City, who knocked City out of the FA and League Cup in that first season? So who knocked us out of the FA Cup and by what score? And who knocked us out of the League Cup and by what score? So we're going back to his first season. That's question 25. I have, yep. So before I do the question, I mean, obviously I have tried to research these. Please accept my apologies. Anything is slightly wrong. I mean, but you've got to go with whatever the quiz. I once entered the quiz with my daughter, and we were sort of stung out of a trip to New York by, even though I did answer correctly, there was obviously 2 options to the answer. So even though I did answer correctly, obviously the laws stated that I had to have the answer that they had. So it was a radio station at the time. So anyway, so whatever I say, so whether it's right or wrong, I mean, I've researched this. I think they're pretty much all right. But if I mispronounce something or spell it wrong or say something wrong, anyway, should we get the answers? Right, the first one. How old is Pep? Well, he was born 18th of January 1971. So as at March 2020, he's 49 years old. So give yourself a point for that, or give yourself half a point if you do a year out, if it said 48 or 50. So Pep's 49. What was Pep's first competitive game for City? Well, it's this one. You see that there? It's the first programme at home, Sunderland. was on 13th of August 2016, and we beat Sunderland 2-1. That was his first competitive game, which happened to be at home. So if you got Sunderland we won 2-1, 2 points for that. Get 1 point if you got either or. How many major trophies has Pep won with City? Well, as it stands now, today, he's won 6. 2 Premier Leagues, an FA Cup, and 3 League Cups. So I'm not including the Community Shields or anything like that. And then knocking on from that, obviously, for another point, what order? Now, I think I've got this right. I had to double check this one. But the order he's won these trophies: League Cup, Premiership, League Cup, Premiership, FA Cup, League Cup. I think I'm fairly sure with that one. So if you got that in the correct order, give yourself a point. If you're not, forget it. How tall is Pep? Well, Pep's 5'11". So if you got 5'10" or 6 foot, give yourself half a point. But he's 5'11". You know, if he measures himself in the morning, he'd be taller because you shrink during the day, of course. Anyway, 1 point for 5'11", half a point if you're an inch either way. As at March 2020, which player has played most for Pep? Did you know this one? Yeah, of course, it's Raheem Sterling. Again, I've researched this. I think I'm fairly sure with this. How many times has he played? Again, if you're within 5 of this, give yourself half a point. 183 times for Pep. So if you get 178, 188, anywhere in that region, give yourself half a point. But it's 183. And obviously, Raheem Sterling. So if you got both that's 2 points. So you get 1.5 points if you're close enough with the other thing as well. So after Barcelona, his sabbatical year was spent in New York City. He visited a lot of art galleries, etc., I believe. So the answer to that was New York, his sabbatical year after Barcelona. And of course, what top level teams has Pep managed? Obviously, we're talking Barcelona from 2008. So give yourself 2 points if you've got both those. Bayern Munich from 2013, again 2 points. And of course, Manchester City from 2016. So give yourself 6 points if you got them all spot on. If you got one of the dates slightly wrong, tough. Just give you, just only award you points if you got the exact dates. The first derby was, of course, a defeat against Manchester United, 2-1, with Mr. Mourinho in charge, which was, a victory. A victory against Manchester United with Mourinho in charge. I'm so used to getting beat by him lately, my head's gone. Yeah, so a 2-1 victory over Mourinho's Manchester United. 2 points there if he said 2-1 on Mourinho. I'm so used to them beating us recently. I said that wrong. My apologies. We did used to beat them. Question 10. How many times has Pep managed City at Wembley? Well, a little bit of a trick question, wasn't it? And again, it's another one I have to quickly look at. And I've got down 10. So if you haven't got 10, you're not getting a point. But I've got 2 FA Cup semi-finals, an FA Cup final, 2 Community Shields, 3 League Cups, and of course 2 league games against Spurs, which I've had a quick look at. I'm fairly sure I'm right with that. But if I'm wrong, I'm sure you'll let me know, and you'll give yourself a point if you're wrong, and I'm wrong anyway, and you know what the answer is. But I think it's 10 times at Wembley, as at March 2020. What position did Pep play? Well, he was a defensive midfielder, so not just midfielder or defence. I want a defensive midfielder, so give yourself a point if you got that. In competitive matches, who broke City's run in that first season? Well, of course, it was Tottenham Hotspur, wasn't it? We lost 2-0 to Spurs, so give yourself 2 points if you got 2-0 against Spurs. We got beat, so we did lose that one. Question 13. The arrival of Pep also coincided with a new badge. Well, we had welcome to 2016-17 season, didn't we? Yeah, we had the wonderful new badge, didn't we? Fantastic. So yes, that was true. So true or false? The arrival of Pep coincided with a new badge. Absolutely true. I think it coincided with the change of the name as well. We took the FC off, didn't we? It was just called Manchester City. So, but anyway, that wasn't part of the question. Just a bit of throwaway information. Question 14. We finished without a major trophy in his first season. And this is the first time in his career that had happened. Was that true or false? Yes, obviously true. He had both his seasons with Barcelona and Bayern Munich. He'd won trophies in the first season with them. It was just City where you finished with them without a major tour for the first time. So if you said true, give yourself a point. Question 15. Who officially was Pep's first signing for City? Well, it was 26 million euros. So if you win a couple of million either way, 24 or 28 million, give yourself half a point. But it's 26 million euro approximately. And yes, it was this young man, Ilkay Gundogan, whatever. Still can't. I used to call him Gungadin when he first came, but that probably get in trouble for being racist. But that's just a way of me remembering who he was when he first came. But Ilkay Gundogan was Pep's first signing. Recognised as Pep's first signing, anyway. How many appearances and goals did he score for Spain? So he appeared 47 times. So you win a couple either way, 45, 49, give yourself half a point. But he played 47 times and he scored 5 goals. So we said 4 or 6. I'll give you half a point for that. But he scored 5 goals for Spain. Question 17. Who is Pep's footballing idol? Of course, that's Mr. Johan Cruyff, the late, great, fantastic Johan Cruyff. Point for that. The significance of Pep, the second leg game versus Monaco, was that it was his 100th game as a manager in European competition. So that was his 100th game. So that's quite a one I certainly didn't know. So that's worth a point if you knew that. Well done. What position did City finish in Pep's first season? Well, of course, we finished 3rd, didn't we, that season? Chelsea were the champions. We finished 3rd. 20, true or false? Pep has a degree in psychology. False. It's a degree in physiotherapy. So it began with a P, but not the same thing. So no, he didn't have a degree in psychology. So it was worth a guess, wasn't it? Or if you got that right, 1 point. How long has Pep been married to Christina Serra? Well, you got married on 29th of May 2014. So as it's now, it's 5 years. It will be 6 years in May, but obviously this is March 2020. So if you said 5 years, give yourself a point. If you said 4 or 6, give yourself half a point. I'll be kind. Question 22. During the 2019 Community Shield versus Liverpool, Pep got a unique unwanted honour. What was it? Well, that, of course, was the first Premier League to be booked. I mean, we introduced the new yellow cards for the managers, so he was booked in that, and he was the first, obviously, Premier League manager to be booked in a competitive. Well, it wasn't a competitive game, was it? But the first where they started booking the manager, where the referee could book the managers. So that was the rare honour he got, an unwanted honour, obviously. 23. That's quite an easy one, isn't it? What job does Pep's younger brother do? And of course, he's a football agent, and he's obviously Pep's agent, isn't he? He's an agent. He's a agent for Pep as well. So again, as it today, who knows what the future may hold for him. Pep has 3 children. Three children. Their names are Maria, Marius, and Valentina. So if you got all those, if you were close, if you said, say Valentina, you just said Valentine or something, I'll give you that one. But obviously, they're the 3 names: Maria, Marius, and Valentina. And the last question, of course, 4 points up for grabs. Who knocked City out of the FA and League Cup in Pep's first season? Well, obviously, we lost to United away in the League Cup 1-0. Played in the weakened team, didn't we? And obviously, we're a bit disgruntled, but yet another defeat against United. A rare one at Old Trafford at that time. So, yeah, that's 2 points if you got both of those. If you got United and didn't know the score, you get a point. Obviously, if you knew both, 2 points. And the other one, of course, was this one, was the semi-final at Wembley against Arsenal. And we were robbed, weren't we, at the end of the day? And I don't think we're on great form that year, to be honest with you. But I think we deserved to get through this one. I think we were a little bit robbed by the referee and various things. But, yeah, so obviously we lost in the semi-final to Arsenal by a score of 2-1 after extra time. So if you put Arsenal 2-1, give yourself 2 points as well for that. So there's 4 points up for grabs with that question. Anyway, how well did you do? Not too bad, was it? 41 points up for grabs. If I tell you what I would have scored, if someone had asked me these questions going in cold, I got a wonderful, fantastic, useless, pathetic 18. I only got 18 out of 41. So if you do any better than that, absolutely fantastic. Please let me know in the comments below or on Twitter if you follow me on Twitter. Please let me know on there, or by any other means you can let me know as well. I'm on Twitter at @nostalgia_movie. on burgeoning, with obviously links to moviegamenostalgia.com, my little website for rare DVDs, posters, and board games. But yeah, please let me know how you get on. I hope you had a bit of fun with that. I enjoyed doing that, and I've got to put this stuff back away now in my memory boxes. It's all right getting these things out to do the research. I'm going to try and sort through all my boxes to put them back, which anyway, hope you enjoy that. I enjoy doing it for you anyway. And if you can beat 18, let me know, please. Let me know. I think anyone who gets, to be honest with you, anyone, I mean, as I say, wasn't too hot on Pep. I mean, you should be really, shouldn't you? But I concentrate more on City as a team's history rather than my manager's history, to be honest with you. So if you get anywhere over 15, I think that's quite a good score. I mean, obviously, if you get anywhere over 30, that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, you know your stuff. I mean, start and go and mastermind things like that. So yeah, I only got 18 out of 41. So let me know if you can beat it. Good on you if you can. And as I say, don't be ashamed. I mean, if you've only got 5 or 10, let's say, 18, I might have been generous to myself there. I might have only scored 15, 14 or 15, but I think on reflection, 18 was probably a reasonable score. I may have guessed a few as well, which would have helped if need be. Anyway, thanks for watching this little Pep quiz. Hope you enjoyed it. Please check the links below for any other little things and my Citizen vlogs, past and presents, that are coming out. I'm putting a few out over the next few weeks, obviously, with football thin on the ground at the moment. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're going to do the rest, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, and get your friends around and do the quiz. Have a bit of fun. If you've just seen, or you've already gone through it, you've had the fun, haven't you? But you could sort of be the quiz master then, couldn't you? And you sort of just laugh at them when they get their questions wrong, etc. So please get your friends around, look after them, especially where everyone's sort of trying to stay in and keep out of large crowds, aren't we, at the moment? So look after yourself, look after your friends, and more important, look after your family and your neighbours as well. Keep your eye on them. Anyway, this is Bernard. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you all again very soon with another little Citizen special of some sort. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.